Before CS, had a great life actually. I was obviously a lot younger, early 40s, married with children, great family, young kids at the time, and had a brilliant career as a police officer in Manchester, as a traffic policeman, and I had the best job ever, as a specialist pursuit driver, mainly pursuits, chasing stolen cars around Manchester, and doing VIP driving work and other important roles within the traffic department, working on motorways. That's the time, the best job I've ever had. It was highlighted my career. Thought, that's it, I'm going to be there for life. And I've probably more opportunities within the police as well. Family life was actually the most important thing to me. Married, we had a great time. Family holidays abroad. We had a holiday, 2 holidays every year. It was one of the best times ever. We had our own house. We had brilliant time. So days out. As long I was at work, but plenty of family time involved in it. And as soon as Cauda Equina came along, didn't have a clue what it was. We had to Google it to find out what it actually meant. And it's quite surprised me, it shocked me when I found out what it actually was. Because no one actually said what it was properly until we found out ourselves, really. So it destroyed my life, destroyed my career, and destroyed family life in a little way, and I had to learn to live with it from there. My first diagnosis of CAS was, when it first happened, I went Christmas shopping to get a Christmas present before Christmas, and that's when I found out I had the red flag symptoms. I went to visit my GP. My GP automatically knew what it was. He said there's a second patient he's ever seen in his lifetime with CES, and told me to go straight to A&E at Blackpool Victoria Hospital, which I did. I went to Blackpool Victoria Hospital and was in A&E for quite some time there. The hospital staff were not too sure about CES. They didn't really seem to understand it. It was towards Christmas. It was Black Friday, as they call it, the busiest time of the year, just before Christmas, the Friday before the Christmas bank holidays. So A&E was really, really busy. And unfortunately, they said there was to be no more MRI scans at Blackpool Vic due to the busy time at that time of year. So I couldn't have an MRI scan straight away. And I was kept in hospital, and told I need to be transferred to Preston Hospital, which is the neurosurgery department, to have more investigations there. So I was kept hospital overnight in Blackpool. I was kept in quite a few hours there. Bearing in mind I didn't know a lot about CS at that time. The next day I was transferred by blue light with an ambulance to Preston, which I thought was a bit strange, blue lighted it to it. I got to Preston Hospital. I saw some surgeons there. He mentioned CS again. Still wasn't too sure what it was. And they said they needed an MRI scan. But that MRI scan seemed to wait, I think it's about 72 hours later from there. Something like that. Then they said they'd really need surgery. And that was another day or so after that. So it probably got to about 92 hours. And I believe it should be done within 24 hours, the MRI and surgery. So I was left all that time. So that was what happened when I was diagnosed with CS, and then I had the operation. I was told it was major surgery, which I was worried about, but not a lot of information was given to me about it at all. Even the neurosurgeon that dealt with me was a bit negative about CES. He doubted me quite a bit. So I felt awkward about it. I wasn't really kept in the loop, kept in the dark a little bit. And as a worrying time, I just didn't understand what was going on. It was only later on in life when I found out more about CES with different neurosurgeons. Because Lost Tribe book came about. The Lost Tribe's actually a name that Mr. Becky, a neurosurgeon from the Northeast, used to call people with Cauda Equina syndrome. He called people the Lost Tribe because we're sort of lost in the system a little bit, because Cauda Equina syndrome's not as well recognised, so he called us the Lost Tribe. So the book came about really to promote people like myself, to educate others what CS is like, what it's like to live with, how it affects lives, and people can learn from it. People can be educated from it. It's people can buy the book, people can download the book, people can get it from courses. It's there for everyone to see. So the books come about to promote, educate. It's a valuable tool for a lot of people to see what CS is like. I was asked to take part of the Lost Tribe book by Claire, as I've been with the charity and everything so long. I was quite proud to be asked to be part of the Lost Tribe, as I liked people to hear my story and the background from where I was, my family career prior to CS, and how my life has changed since CS. Life changed dramatically after surgery, and it affected myself, my family, and everyone around me, because I was a totally different person for quite some time. So being part of the Lost Tribe book was amazing, to get my story out, to tell people what it's like, how you can overcome things, how you can make life for the better, what the treatment was like, what the conditions like, and letting people know what CS is like to live with and how it does affect your life. And it's great that new patients can read the book. Also, the book is going out to healthcare professionals and doctors all around the country, so it's an educational tool as well. So it does make you feel proud. People come up to you and say, "Oh, is that you with the book, Steve?" And, "Yep, that's me. We've read you. And it's amazing that you took the time to do it." And you feel quite proud that you're part of that. You're part of the group, and you're giving the story across. There's a number of us in the book. We're all telling the same, promoting the same story, all with totally different lives, but all with the same goal at the end of it, that life can carry on after Cauda Equina syndrome. It's a nasty thing to have, but it's living with it and learning to cope with it, and at least other people can see what we've been through. Hard times, bad times, but we've changed our life, adapted our life, and you can see the good out of it as well. So hopefully the more people that read it, the more we can educate them, and that gives you a really good feeling that people are reading it, people are learning more about it, and they can learn from people like myself and other people in the book what CS is like, how you can deal with CS, how it affects families, how it affects careers and other people around you. Not so much, it does tell you about the medical side of me, but the personal side of me as well. And it's great people hear those stories about other people, because it does affect everyone that has CS. And if they can just learn from people in that book, we feel amazing. It makes us feel proud that we've been part of that project. I think it's fantastic that you people do join our group. We have a large group now, and people join, they find out from Facebook and Google, they find out about our group on social media. When I first got diagnosed with Cauda Equina syndrome, there was nothing much about at the time. Going back 12 years ago, I found the CS group on Facebook. That's how I first got to know people that had CS. That's how I met Claire and quite a few other members that are still there now. From that, I get a lot of information from that, and I got to meet a lot of new members. We had days out, we got in touch with each other, and we learned off each other's experiences, new members, old members, and that's how we've got to learn more about CES and what we found out from hospitals there. So going back from all that time, 2012 to present day, I've continued to go on a lot of training days, away days, events, talking to lots and lots of new CS patients. And it's amazing how they come to you, ask advice, questions, and learn from people that have actually got CS itself. I think it's a better way sometimes learning from the patients themselves than for more advice on how to cope with life, deal with life from other people's experiences, because people seem to think that they're on their own, left on their own, and they're the only person that's got it. So from speaking to people like myself, I can speak to new members and say, you're not the only person. There are other people out there, and this is what life can be for you. And people look up to that, and they get more advice, expectations. Generally, they're not on their own, and there is advice and help out there for them. So I think it's great meeting new people, and we have good friendships with these people, we have a good laugh with these people, and it's nice that it's a social environment and we talk. And talking is one of the best things, really. It helps everybody out. Meeting new people's great. Sharing experience is always great. Everyone's different. No one's the same. It's the same. CS is the same name, the same title. However, everyone's different. I might have crutches. Some might have a wheelchair. Some might have no crutches, no walking aids. We're all different in different ways, but we all suffer the same title. We all suffer in different ways, but the same CES label for us all. So it's great to see other people and talk about it, share experiences, and it's nice sometimes to meet up, have a laugh, have a joke, at each other about how we're feeling, about how we are, we're low, we're high, and everything like that. So meeting other people's CS is great, but as I said, we're all different, we all look different, and it's amazing how we can all learn from each other, how each other's mechanisms work, how we all feel emotionally, how we all feel physically. I might gain information from somebody else that I never knew about CES. They might learn from myself about CES, how to cope with. I got different crutches a bit ago because mine were hurting me. Someone said buy these certain type of crutches, and it's amazing how much difference it makes. Little things like that. That's a minor thing, but people don't know you can get grants for bathrooms, say, for your local councils to get a wet room. So you tell people that, they go, I didn't know that. We can look into that. So meeting new people, you get new information, new advice, and it's absolutely great. It's just lovely to speak to people that have CES, because people think they're lonely, they're on their own, but they're not. And other family members, like my wife speaks to other family members about what it's like to be a wife with someone that suffers CES, and they get information from her. Husbands come to me with wives that have CES, and they get information from myself as well. So we all go on, it goes in circles, giving advice and support. And that advice and support, I feel, is very valuable. Since CES, at first, life was tough. It was down. It wasn't a very good place for quite some time. Then I learned to adjust, got back on my feet, and managed to get on with life again, which I'm glad I did. It was great to see my young kids grow up. They were only youngsters at the time. I think my youngest son, he was only tiny little toddler. Now he's 23 years old. He's a police officer. My daughter's got a good job. My eldest son's 30 now. He's got a good job. So from my little kids, they've all grown up, and it's fantastic seeing them having their own houses, their own partners. I've got two amazing grandchildren. I've got a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old. That makes me so proud to be able to look after them. I always thought when I had the grandkids, I'd panic because I wouldn't be able to look after them properly myself because of my condition. Can't pick them up, can't take them out, but I've got over it. I can do things with them, I can play with them, and I think I'm the best granddad in the world. I absolutely love that. That makes me feel amazing and so great. I'm a police cadet leader, volunteer police cadet leader in Lancashire Police. I help look after 100 police cadets. And these kids are 13 to 18 years old, and the amazing experience to get from them it's great, it's fantastic. And I've won so many awards recently for the stuff I've done for the police cadets. It makes me feel so proud. But at one time, I never thought I'd be able to do anything like this because of my condition. But my condition doesn't stop me anymore. It encourages me to do a lot more now. I get told off by my wife a lot for doing things because I suffer afterwards, but I do it. I go out all the time. I do stuff. I push myself. And I feel so proud to be able to do this sort of thing now and tell other people what I do. And they can't believe what I do either. People that have CES can't believe some of the achievements that I have done. And it can be done after CES. It's hard work, but I'm really proud to have achieved what I've achieved since.